When we started in 1976, I believe Warner Leroy made it into the modern concept of Tavern on the Green. So we've been here for quite some time. Warren Leroy did his thing for a little while, and our current owners have had space since 2014. It closed for about 5 years before then. It was made into a visitors kind of center, like a welcome center for Central Park. And that's when the Crystal Room we were known for many, many years was torn down to make it more visitor friendly, to open the space to Central Park visitors and not make it so stuffy. And our current owners, Dave Salama and Jim Caola, came up with the idea for the design, the venue, in coordination with Central Park, with the Parks Department. Parks Department actually owns Tavern on the Green as well as Boathouse and other places, and they find restaurateurs to take over the property. Our current owners have a 25 or 30-year lease, I believe.
And their story is pretty interesting. It's essentially a mom and pop, and they had restaurants, and they were from Philadelphia. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah, they own a very successful restaurant in Philadelphia. One of the partners, David, worked in the kitchen, and he's very proficient in the kitchen, and Jim worked behind the bar and did whatever he had to do. He literally does every single interview for every employee that comes in the front door. I've been in the business for 30 years, and I've never worked with an owner that is that involved with hiring people. So I'm actually very happy to work with him on that because he's very active. I mean, the other owner, David Salama, he's the guy that does all the interior designs, all the painting, all the mirrors, all that stuff. It's pretty much all his idea.
We love hearing these stories because it is truly a landmark, and to renovate it to with such detail is just incredible. And this is a very high volume restaurant. So you were sharing the number of covers that you do on a lunch or a dinner or a brunch.
My busiest brunch that I've worked here, I'm sure Amy's worked busier, has been close to 1,600 guests between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. for a Saturday or Sunday brunch. On average, I mean, these days it's more like 11 or 1,200. As far as lunch goes, last Friday we did 850 for lunch. We had 320 on the books or so and 500 plus walk-in just from Central Park alone.
And then, of course, you're also known for your events. So tell us about your event and banquet business.
We have a wonderful events team. She's going to join us hopefully in a little bit, Carrie. Our event sales represent a little more than 50% of our total sales. Our event sales are a little bit more than half of what we do here. So events are a big, big part. We do utilize this room for a la carte seating, but as well as this back area mostly. We have a bar behind us, and this area right here is all outside atrium, is used for weddings and all kinds of corporate events and whatnot. Actually, we're building a proper event space that's going to be able to be heated and cooled down in the summertime and whatnot. So that's starting January 4th, 5th, 6th, something like that. And with $1 million renovation, it's going to go on back there to accommodate year-round events.
And that's going to take over the existing space or an additional space?
No, the existing space back there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's there. Right now, it's just kind of it's kind of like a not a makeshift, but it's a permanent tent. But we put the walls up in the wintertime to allow the heaters to work. It's going to be a permanent structure. We're all dedicated to the guest experience. We have a 100% table touch policies that every manager has to say hello or welcome any guest. Oftentimes, guests are spoken to at least twice during their visit upon the initial seating. Just a very fond, hey, welcome, how are you? Is it your first time here? What's going on? Just a general, easy conversation. And towards the entree portion, we check in, make sure the food and service is up to our standards and exceeding their expectations.
You have like a guest services manager, you have a client success manager, you have different managers you focus on.
We do. Amy has a bunch of revenue centers. She takes care of the bar and to-go and gift shop and a billion other things. We have Matthew, who's our guest relations manager. Each manager focused on different tasks. Before I was main general manager, I pretty much staffed the busser team, which is about 30 or so strong. I still retain their schedule even as general manager. I won't give up my guys. I love my busser team. I can't get rid of them. I can't. I don't want to. And they can't make me do it. Other managers, we have Max, who's our service director. He's been here for about 8 years. He focuses on service-related tasks. He's the guy that sends the weekly email to our staff, telling them what to focus on for the week, service-related or just anything that a management team that we want them to work on.